Hey everyone, this is Chuck Otsky, the Paranormal Explorer. I'm glad you can join me, okay? But I know I've been on hiatus. I haven't had anything online for a while. COVID, work, enough said, okay? But we're back in the swing of things, okay? And we're here today to do, drumroll, The Haunting of Matilda, Part 2. Now, if you haven't seen Part 1 or don't know anything about Matilda, or me for that matter, I'll just go through a couple things really quick. I've been an investigator for 30 plus years. I'm a psychic medium, and my background is, I've written for magazines, I've done radio shows, lots of investigations underneath my belt, and it's just something that I find very intriguing and interesting, communicating with the other side and people who have moved on or passed on to the other side. So, Matilda, what's about Matilda? Okay, so Matilda was actually, through the UK, they had a contest on Facebook, and they were putting, you could put your name in the hat, and if you won, you could win a supposed haunted doll, aka Matilda. So I won. She came home. We did some investigating with her, myself, and I brought in my daughter. This was years ago, and we got some interesting responses and stuff. Not tons and tons of stuff, but enough to know that there was something connected to the doll. So moving forward now, years later, here I am. Matilda's been in the case ever since. I haven't taken her out. We're going to take her out tonight. We're going to see if we can communicate. We're going to use the Echovox here, maybe some other apps to see if we can get some auditory response. I have the millimeter here, which is basically a meter that reads EMF and temp, and it also has a REM. So if anything gets near the antenna, it'll set that off as well. Other than that, it's really about it. I'm going to have this thing. It's called the Dark Field Spirit Portal. So basically, it's a crystal built into this little device that's actually supposed to amplify energy within the room. And I also have some crystals I'm going to put around her as well to kind of amplify it even more to see if that'll help. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take her out of the case, okay? And then what we'll do after that is we're going to move forward with the investigation. So, hello, Matilda. It's been a while. All right. So we're going to take her out. We're going to place her right here in the center of the table. Hopefully she'll stay okay. There we go. Okay. Get that out of the way. I'm going to take some of these crystals. I'm going to back her up a little bit here. There we go. I'm going to take some crystals and just put them around her. Kind of make like a little ring around her. There we go. A couple more. Okay. Awesome. Okay. I'm assuming you can see her. You can see her okay, and she's not by any means. She's not plastic or anything like that. She's probably from the early 1900s. She's porcelain, so and I mean, you got the real clothes and everything here. So you have to be very careful with her because she's kind of like an antique. So, all right. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to go ahead. I'm going to turn on the Echovox. I'm going to get that set up really quick, and then we're going to just go forward to see if we can make any contact. I'm going to turn on my recorder. There we go. Got that going. Awesome. It's March 6th. It's around 8:30, about 8:45 technically. So we're here at my apartment, by the way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this all set up now. So let's get the auto plug going. Okay. All right. You can kind of hear me through there, and you should be able to hear the rest. Make sure it doesn't. All right. Okay, hi Matilda. Are you with us this evening? Can you come and join us and communicate for a little bit for everyone? We're looking to hear from Matilda. You hear some banging and stuff. That's probably people in the stairway. I know you haven't been out in a while, Matilda, so it's nice to have you out and kind of see you again. Nice. Did you hear that? Yes, it's very nice. Kind of missed you. So how have you been? Have you been okay? Sure? I made sure I took very good care of you. Yeah. Yeah, you're like part of the family. So you do remember me, right? Do you remember coming to my home? Not this home, but I had a different home at that time. Do you remember coming to me? Traveling from the UK? You can speak through this device, Matilda. I've been hearing you. And we also have this. If you want to come over, you can get near this antenna right here, this silver antenna, and you can just get near it and it'll set off some lights and I'll know you're around. So right now we're at about 77 degrees, no EMF, everything's nice and calm right now, so. Do you remember when I gave you the rose? Do you remember? I gave you a rose because you wanted a rose. I was told, did you like those? Now, doing investigations, I understand that, you know, sometimes it takes a long time just to get one little bit of communication. So, you know, if you're doing this and you're in this field, you need to be really patient. So it's sort of like going fishing, you know, you kind of like put the line out there and you hope that you get something, you know, you hope that something connects. It's kind of the same way with the paranormal. Theories are everywhere, everybody has their own theories, no one's an expert, we can be experienced but not an expert. But you have to be very patient, you know, you can't like expect instant gratification. Sometimes you'll get nothing for hours and hours and hours and hours, or at all. Sometimes you get a lot, so it just depends. Hey Matilda, can you tell me how old you are? Can you tell me how old you are? How old are you? How old are you, Matilda? I mean, I know how old I was told you are when you passed. Can you tell me how old you were?
Cool.
What we'll do is we're gonna switch out and go to a different app. See if that works.
Right.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna use the Portal Plus.
Portal Plus activated.
How about you try this, Matilda? See if you can talk to me through here. Can you speak to me through this device? Can you tell me how old you are now? How old are you, Matilda? So we're gonna try something different. I'm gonna use my phone. I have some different apps on there, and I have one in particular that's my favorite. So we're gonna go ahead. And this is on airplane mode, by the way, so there's nothing coming through it. All right. Necrophonic by Keith Weldon, good friend of mine. This is like a really, really cool app. I have a lot of luck with this, so we're going to try this instead. Okay, let's try this. Matilda, can you hear me now? Can you speak to me now? Matilda, are you there? If you're there, sweetie, can you push through so I can hear you? What? I said, can you push your energy so I can hear you louder? I just want to talk with you. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Can you hear me okay? Hi, Matilda. Matilda, can you tell me how old you are? 12? Yes. Very good. Thank you. How have you been? Are you doing okay? What did you say? I said, oh, you said what? I said, how are you doing? And someone else said, who's that? Hey, Matilda, I brought you out of your case to look at my new place. I'm here. Yes. Do you remember my daughter Rachel? Remember Rachel? She talked with you and you were singing. Do you remember her? What? Yeah, do you remember Rachel? Some other voices coming through. I'm talking to Matilda. Matilda, you remember Rachel, right? She talked with you at the old house?
No.
Please let Matilda come through. Matilda, do you remember the flower I gave you? Do you remember that flower? Flower? Yes. Do you remember what kind of flower it was?
No.
You don't? She said nope. It was a rose? Because I was told the rose was your favorite flower. Is that true? The rose is your favorite flower? No change in temp, no EMF changes. But I am getting some responses. Do you remember this doll here? Remember this doll that was you were connected to, one of your favorites? One of your favorite dolls? I've taken good care of her for you. Can you see her? Can you see her? Can you see her right here? I've kept her very, very nice and in good condition. Thank you. You're welcome, sweetie. Someone just said thank you. Just a little closer. Have you been okay? Have you been okay on the other side? Do you remember the UK? Do you remember that's where the doll came from? Where you came with her? Do you remember? She said, "Come on." Do you remember her? Remember that trip from the UK to here? They sent the doll to me so I could protect her and take care of her. That way, anytime you want to see her, you could see her. That was okay? You remember my name, right? Do you remember my name, Chuck? Can you say my name? Can you say my name, Matilda? She said, Dad. I hope you enjoyed what we did this evening. And we're going to be doing a lot more now that it's getting nice out and, you know, we're kind of getting things under control with COVID. We'll be able to step out and get out there into the real world and do some other things as well. So for now, I'd like to say thanks for coming and seeing me and visiting with me. And as always, as we like to say here at Chuck Gotsky, the Paranormal Explorer channel, stay spooky.